Hello.
Hi.
I we're gonna be playing some classic video games today.
Yeah, it's a night with just me and E tonight, so we decided to do something a little fun, a little bit different.
Yeah. Also, could you go ahead and just check the audio levels on stream for me?
Yeah, of course. I have it open up on the side.
But you know, we're starting with one of the classic all time. Like, this is where Miyamoto got the idea for Mario Kart, if I remember right.
Sure, because Ed and Eddie definitely came out before the Nintendo did.
Yep. Oh my God.
Everything copied Undertale, and everything copied Ed and Eddie.
Yep. Here's all of my controls.
Yeah, at least it's easy.
Who should we be? Oh yeah. Also, you know, you hit right to make the wheel go to the left. That's always a good. Who should we be?
I know. I would vote either Rolf or Jimmy.
You know, we'll go. Well, Jimmy's not on here. You mean Johnny?
Or Johnny? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go with Rolf. You know.
All right. It's almost like it's been a little while since I actually watched Ed, and Eddie.
Weird. I assume everyone watches it every day. Okay. So no joke, I actually really like because it's like it's a Flash game, so it's like an incremental game basically. But I actually kind of really like the gameplay loop for this one. Bonk. Anyway, it's gonna be really loud car sounds. Yep. It's a demolition derby.
Okay.
Also, very in character quotes, you know. This is exactly what all these characters say.
I was gonna say on stream it actually comes up pretty well, but with watching it there, it might be because I don't really have the volume on for your end.
I don't think I have, because I just have to do the screen share on Discord because I intend to be changing games a lot. We're pretty beaten up.
Yeah, this is during the era whenever Cartoon Network was like still making Flash games as advertisements for their shows.
Genuinely, I think they did it up till Flash died, basically.
Pretty much. Like, didn't they do like was Cartoon Network Wizards 101? Or like a
no,
101?
They had Fusion Fall.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say they did that, or they did like a copy of it at one point.
Yeah, that would be Fusion Fall, which is what if everything was anime?
Dry as nightmare.
Or as I would say, what if everything was bad? Bonk. Ooh, okay, let's see. I have an expert technique for when it's just two people. Let's see if I can pull it off. Hang on. Come on. Oh man, it's so hard to control. Come on. I don't know if I'll be... Oh, I did it! I won $1!
Oh boy, so much destruction over $1. Which actually sounds like a kid thing to do.
Yeah. Let's see, what... Can I afford anything decent?
It'd be kind of funny if like you won $1 off of it, but like all your repairs were hundreds of dollars.
That'd be great.
Like, oh, you want new wheels? Yeah, it's gonna cost you about $225. Like, I have $1. Like, tough luck, kid.
All right, I can basically only afford slightly better wheels, so I'm gonna take this one back in.
Yeah, whenever I was thinking Destruction Derby, I was almost thinking they would make like a Flash version of like Mario Kart meets Flat Out.
Nah, it's just...
Because in Flat Out, you actually do race still, but like your car's just destructible.
Nah, it's just bumper cart destruction.
Nice. Once again, Flash.
Ooh, here we go. Oh my god, that frame rate. Hey, Zafoon.
Hi, Zafoon, how's it going?
You ready for some classic games? Oh god, the frame rate! It ain't Flash if the frame rate's not inconsistent.
Yeah, frame rate just go to 2 every now and then.
Ooh.
Oh, weird enough with like the Madness Combat series that they had on Newgrounds and stuff like that. I remember loading that up in Flash, and the 4th one in particular had like a really intensive.
Well, here we go, my expert technique.
Apparently, losing your wheel multiple your wheel is going through. No, those are bolts. Never mind. But you have bolts.
I'm losing all 7 million bolts I got.
Well, this is one way to get them to cycle through all of their lines, I suppose.
We'll see if there's the specific thing that happens eventually that's really funny. I'm curious if we'll do it. I don't know how long this is gonna take to break the car.
I don't know. You might be just be stuck in an infinite loop at this point.
If it says Double D, Ed, yep, that's Double D. This is an Ed and Eddie Flash game. All right,
this is back whenever Cartoon Network was actually making their own Flash games to try to advertise for their TV shows. So, like, during Flash, but before the Adult Swim games, because I remember, like, they slowed down quite a bit for Adult Swim games at one point in time, because those were pretty popular.
Well, I know Robot Unicorn Attack was, like, one of the most popular Flash games.
Yeah, that one was one of the most popular ones. I think my favorite one was probably Amateur Surgeon.
That's fair. Oh, here we go. We're her band. Again, very, very in-character things. You know, that's exactly what Rolf would say in this situation.
He wouldn't be saying, "Bring it on, Ed boys!"
You were close. Oh my gosh, I tried to hit with the back of my car.
So that way it doesn't just get destroyed.
Ah! Totally totaled.
I mean, you got 2nd place at least.
That's true. Well, that was a good one, but I think we need to hit the big leagues now.
In the sequel.
Yeah, here's where things get real. This crusty.
Is that a hairdryer on a toaster?
Yes. Also, Eddie's just taking a fat shit here.
Apparently. And everybody's trying to run away except for Double D and the girl who's after him.
Yeah,
He's just
getting her out. That is Marie. All right, so
Marie.
you'll know there's some new abilities here. And by that I mean there is
music
one.
on and off, and there's a special ability.
I can't turn the music on or off here though. All right.
Oh, yep, he just has a fart attack.
Ed sneezes, okay. Oh yeah.
He cries.
He makes you cry. Oh, Rolf got Victor though. I might go Rolf again. All boys take damage.
Downgrades 1 cart.
This just is like an AoE. I forget what Rolf's is, but also I would like to know. There's like a all boys take damage. There's not like an all girls take damage, and there's significantly more male characters than female.
That might be how they kind of even it out, I guess. As we know, these Flash games were very balanced.
I know every Flash game, like they were really thinking about what was the big leagues.
Yep, a hairdryer as an engine, a body as a toaster, and little bits as the wheel.
All right, here we go. And don't worry, it makes an annoying hairdryer sound the whole time.
Oh, that's a pretty interesting special attack.
There's so many noises. Oh, there's the frames.
Again, it has. Yep. If Flash games are anything, they are optimized.
Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk. We're pretty beaten up. I better use my special technique.
Basically an explosion of goats. Which seems to be more than just Victor.
Yeah, just 5 victors.
Yeah.
Bonk. Wee. Oh, just Johnny's left. Yeah.
And then there was one.
One whole dollar. Let's see. Can I do the classic medium? Not quite. Alright. Big body, tiny wheels. Alright, that's all
Tiny
I can
wee.
type. Tiny.
Anyway.
Here we go. And I'm trying to, if I remember right, the enemies won't use their items until like the 3rd race or course or whatever they're called.
Kind of give you a chance to catch up with them.
Yeah. Arrgh.
Yeah, I know there's like a cacophony of sounds on your end, but I can't hear a damn thing with it.
Yeah, I might look into if I could just turn on sounds with. Oh god, one of my wheels is shut, so my controls are terrible. More terrible than they were. God, that move is really good.
The goats?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're surrounded, I'm sure it can be pretty devastating.
Bonk. Yeah. I have 2 bad wheels. Flank attack. Okay, so it's this one when they start.
Oh.
Hey, come on.
I was gonna say they're kind of spinning off access, but I think all of them are kind of spinning off access.
Yeah, some more than others.
Right.
Alright, so, and your car does take damage. I remember that. I could sell it for 40 cents or repair it for twice. No, I can repair it for 40 and sell it for twice.
It seems like a good way to soft lock yourself, honestly.
Well, you always have this car. You can't.
Okay.
Alright, so that's $3.50. That's too much.
$4.
Alright, that's an option for sure. Okay. This one's big witty. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. Hey, get out of here.
Other people have some big whiz too.
Yeah, that guy's got like a fully upgraded car. Doing.
Ah, the difficulty spikes of the early 2000s.
I got it. Oh no, boogers. Oh god, I'm so slow. The frame rate, or is that the boogers?
I think it's just the frame rate.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, it was the frame rate. I need to get away from all of the...
It might have also just been a technique on their end for the game of just like, oh, well, the easiest way for us to make it look like you're going slow is just to slow down the frame rate in general.
It'd be funny if that's their solution. Bonk.
It might be.
Gotcha. What do you mean, gotcha? I hit you.
You know, jank games can be jank games, I guess.
Goats.
That's weird how your frame rate jumped up as high as it did as soon as you let loose the goats.
It's just like increase the frame rate. There's goats on screen. More goats. Killed Kevin. I might be able to beat this in one run.
It is quite possible. Let's see how well you do.
Oh, whoops! That's an AOE. You know, it's like I'm playing it. Hey, neat.
There
I'm
you
playing
go.
an MMO over here. I'm like, oh god, watch out for the AOE's. All right, championship for $10. Love how small the.
I mean, it's a very Ed and Eddie thing to have that.
Yeah, I mean they only need quarters for stuff. So 325, 725. I can almost afford the best one. Safun asking how almost be so Jawbreakers were 25 cents, yeah.
Yeah.
So $8, 8 times 4, 16, 20. So that's like 33 Jawbreakers that I could have afforded. And those suckers are huge.
But you might get a whole $10 with almost.
I know. Almost. My handling got. Oh wait, right, because I chose worse wheels. I forgot. All right, can I beat it in one run? Can I beat it in like 10 minutes?
You got this, E.
It's very possible I beat this whole thing in 10 minutes. Technique. Oh no!
Oh yeah, because she can drop everything down just slightly worse.
I forget how long it lasts. Not even slightly worse, like all the way down to the worst.
Oh, so everything's as bad as it can get then.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Repulsor Ray. Boogers. Oh, God. Oh, my controls are reversed. Okay, they're fixed.
Oh, that's fun.
Goats.
That might have been what the repulsor ray does then. Is it
I
just
guess
reverses
so.
the controls?
It said it, like, just makes them move away, but maybe it just... What is... Ed, you alright? Ed doesn't know what to do.
I think his wheels are super broke.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! All right.
I'm gonna get you, Ralph. Goats.
More goats? Why did I have so many goats? I did it. I beat the game.
5-minute long game probably took him like a month and a half at least to develop it.
Man. I mean, getting all the assets like that's a lot. I don't think they made any unique one. Well, the cars and stuff, but all right. Well, there's that one. Let me look.
Yeah, I guess you could get a. Let's see, your $10 times 4. You can get a whole 40 Jawbreakers now.
All right.
And have your mouth like bulge up to the size that it does.
All right. This is probably the last Ed and Eddie game of the stream. I apologize. There are a couple more, but I think this is the only other interesting one. Yeah, I don't want to
make it all.
I don't want to make people like too excited, you know. All right, I'm streaming the game directly to use to have sound.
I was gonna say this one, weirdly enough, actually does have sound for me.
Yeah, I switched up how I did it. It's not the screen anymore, so I have to do it every game.
Oh, good.
All right, this is like this one I remember playing a lot. It's not difficult.
Fight.
Ooh, yeah, it's just food fight. I don't remember any of the codes. Was this one? No. Okay. All right.
So one's super fast, one's super strong, and then he's the one that's balanced.
All right, I'm pretty close to losing already. There we go. You know, they should bring this one back. This is like a perfect like battle royale, really.
Surprised they didn't do something like this when it came to like Splatoon. So the whole idea is to like make it as big a mess as possible.
And then something
I
like
just that corner where it's all corners. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's not yet. Later, there's all of the things. There's so many weird choices too. Like, if you're out of food, you block. But like, why would you ever need that? Uh-oh. All right, I win. Hey. Ooh, okay, remember this level code, Robbie.
Crowbar.
We'll need it for later, for
The
sure.
sideways 0.
Anyway, so a lot of these characters you probably noticed have the same stats.
Right?
So, there is in fact no difference, like, otherwise than the stats, so, yeah.
And at least for the 2 Eds.
Yeah. Choo! Ooh.
I keep on forgetting that his hat is, like, infinite in size.
Yeah, it's a big hat. Oh, I missed. Aha! Give me help. Okay.
Does that just damage everybody, or?
Yeah. I don't know how that hit Ed, but no one else, but alright.
We're just gonna accept it as it is. Oh man, Johnny's on you.
Oh. Good thing I can just heal for free. With no...
And nobody else does.
I'm trying to... I think later levels they in fact do. Yay! And then
That
this
might be the only time we've ever seen Ed without his hat on.
Fun thing, because he knows way too much about Ed and Eddie. So this isn't canon.
Fair.
So, I see a lot of people are like, oh yes, we proved what's under his hat. It's like, no, this isn't canon.
Yeah, the only thing I know is that there's that one episode where they took his hat off, and like it doesn't show him; it just shows Eddie's and Ed's reaction to it.
Like,
and going, cool. And
yeah.
Like, you tell anybody about this?
Tell anyone about? I'll never speak to you again. I don't know why that's what Multi's voice is, but... What? You gotta tell me that missed. You gotta tell me this Flash game doesn't have super accurate hitboxes.
Like I was saying earlier, Flash is known for anything. It's having the most accurate...
Oh shit, I lost. Oops.
Oh, whoop.
I did not pay enough attention.
Need to pay attention to your health.
Yeah. Alright, let's try Ed. Go away.
Yeah, I guess this was probably early enough in the Flash days that like copyright wasn't a thing for them.
I mean, this is their thing. Like, this is a Cartoon Network made thing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. This was on the site. Die, Eddie. Ooh, 2 for 1. Hey, stop that. Loaded on potatoes, here we go.
They can get tunneled by enemies pretty easily on this.
Yeah. Sometimes I really like what like a updated version of this game could be. But then I'm like, this is a random Flash game that like probably 10 people care about.
I mean, apparently people care enough about it to put it on Flashpoint.
I mean, almost all of them on Flashpoint. Flashpoint is just for archive purposes more than... Well, people want to play the games too,
I'm sure that there's some that don't, that didn't make it to the archive, though.
Man, it would be hard. I don't know the exact number. They have thousands of games on Flashpoint.
Right. Well, because I thought about, like, downloading them for, like, an offline archive.
Oh, that's... Oh, I hate that.
Like I said, I thought about it, and then I looked at it, and it's like, oh, you're gonna need 2.5 terabytes of free space to download this. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to put a pin in that.
Yeah, well, because that's a Flashpoint has 2 versions. One is download all of the Flash games they have archived, and yeah, that's too many.
That also being said, a lot of Flash sites have like their own little user things where like you get to like play it on their website still, just like through an emulator window.
Yeah. Also, World's magic according to this game? I don't know what that's about.
That's because he's foreign.
You know foreigners and being magic. I need a heal.
It's most things. I think every now and then, like, just to show how racially charged some people can be, I'll just, like, say something unironically racist.
What? Oh, man. So I love watching things, like, load in on the side of the screen, because it wasn't...
It's not, like, it might be poorly optimized, if anything.
Yeah, who knows? Die.
I will say, with Ed and Eddie, now that I think about it, watching this, you never really see them in school, nor do you ever really see parents in that show.
They are in school in the 5th season, actually.
Really?
Yeah. 5th season is one of those where, like, it changed up a lot of it, and a lot of people didn't like it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I just remember growing up, it was always in the cul-de-sac, they were never in school, and it never showed any adults.
Yeah, I mean, when we watched the Big Picture show, I think Dry did kind of nail it on the head when he said... Johnny just stood there. When he said that it's kind of like a modern... Well, not modern anymore, but like a more modern Peanuts in a lot of ways.
Kind of, yeah.
But, like, even when they're at school, all the adults are all, like, up top. Like, Peanuts-like, where it's just their arms and stuff.
Yeah. Or I guess even, like, the cow and chicken thing, where you just see their legs.
Yeah.
Which that was even a joke in Cow and Chicken, now that I think about it, where...
They literally
the one time
were
that you
legs.
See above, yeah, you see above their legs, and it's just literally legs.
Alright. I think Nas is bad, but it doesn't matter
anyway.
when you can just heal all the time anyways. It is so funny going back to these, because I remember this game being hard, but clearly not.
As a kid, it probably was.
Well, because as a kid, I didn't think, oh, you could just camp all the jawbreakers.
Trying to think of the word that we would use for it, just kind of, not like nerf it, but cheese it. Like cheese the whole game.
What is this in? Oh. Right, there's like weird stock art of Naz having like a chihuahua that goes in all of these games, because, you know, they just pull from random shit.
Right.
And like, she doesn't have one in the show.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't remember her having a dog at all.
No, there's favorite dogs in the show anyways. I don't, so like, it's funny, a lot of this stuff, like what the heck was that about? Because, you know, these people didn't watch this show, they didn't know what was happening.
Like, it's kids. Like, we just need to make a kid-type, or kid-friendly Flash game. Plus, I'm sure Cartoon Network probably found a way to underpay them for making these.
Yeah, they probably give them $20 for a Flash game.
Right. Which in the early 2000s or 90s, it was probably just like, cool, we're making money for internet stuff.
Yeah. I want to say this is like 2007. No, probably 5.
I was gonna say it'd be pretty late for 2007, but
I mean, they made stuff up in like one of their, not modern anymore, but in my mind modern, Amazing World of Gumball had some Flash games for it.
Oh, and that one was I didn't know that.
Yeah, I specifically remember that because they were just rip-offs of other Flash games.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know, once again, whenever I think of, like, really good Flash-made games, I think of, like, what they did for Adult Swim. Like Amateur Surgeon and Robot Unicorn Attack. I'm trying to remember the name. There was one where, like, you played as a guy up on a mountain, and you would, like, basically throw a rock down on a town. You had to, like, try to destroy the town as much as possible with each rock. And then... it would eventually turn to, like, the police would come up and you had to, like, fight cops in between dropping giant rocks on the city.
Interesting.
It was actually weirdly fun. So was Amateur Surgeon, but they made 3 of them that was so popular.
Oh gosh, I need to heal. Okay. What the heck? That didn't damage him.
Are you saying throwing all your food at a wall didn't damage one of the NPCs?
I'm saying using the thing didn't damage him. Why does Kevin have pets?
The world may never know.
Oh man, there's so much that's so.
What can
funny.
I say? Janky Flash game is janky.
I mean, just like everything about it is so much. Ooh, remember this code. Hats off. All right.
Once again, is sideways 0. Yeah, a lot of these. I think for the sake of balance, they probably just gave everyone pretty much the same stats.
I mean, there's Kevin over
Rolf,
here.
I say Rolf, Eddie, and the Kanker sisters all have less, it seems like.
Yeah. I mean,
and then Kevin has the highest.
Yeah, Kevin just gets 10. Kevin and Naz get 10 stat points when, like, the rest get 9. Which is
That's
interesting.
Popular.
I guess so, you know. Gotta get the cats.
Because if Kevin's known for anything, it's cats, and totally not his really cool tricked out bicycle.
Mm-hmm. So much. So like I don't know why. A lot of the like Flash games have like gross out stuff too, which is weird to me because I would not say Ed and Eddie's a gross out show.
No, it's more slapstick than gross out, but I think that's also just like a culture of the Flash industry.
I mean, 2000s, yeah.
Right.
Zafun saying Zafun saying his first Flash game was the King of the Hill Paintball. I don't think I've played that one. I could probably imagine what it's like.
Probably similar to this if I think about it.
Maybe. Unless it's like first person.
That is also possible too.
And then Zafun say because they're the popular kids. Yeah, popular kids just inherently higher stats. That's why they're popular. Everyone knows this. When you go to school, they like
definitely
look
not
at your stat
characters,
sheet.
but popular kids.
I mean, I don't know if I would say Kevin and Naz are popular characters. Not Naz, I'm gonna say, as rude as that is to say.
No, not so sure about Kevin. Kevin was like more of almost like the cul-de-sac bully in the show, but I want to say Naz felt more like she was like the popular kid.
I want to say
like the popular girl in school.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I know I gush about Ed and Eddie a lot. I do really like that the kids kind of just are kids. Like, the way they treat each other will depend on the day.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I win! I am the food fight champion once again. Maybe 10 minutes. What's wrong with his eyes?
They apparently didn't animate it very well.
Oh man.
The way that his eye looks kind of reminds me of like 90s clip art.
All right. Let's see. All games. You know, we brought it up before it came out. Let's play some Bowman.
Since we were talking about it before the stream started.
Mm-hmm. No. Alright, I'm off to a good start. There. Okay. I don't. Alright, I lose. I don't remember how long this lasts. Oh god dang it.
I think it's like 3 arrows, isn't it?
It's been too long. I'm gonna lose though. The computer's not gonna miss.
Also, he did hit you in the crotch.
Yeah, that's like -7. It is 3.
Yep. That's
cool.
Definitely the killing blow.
Well, that was Bowman. You know,
remember a similar one? Like I did play that one, but there's another one that's similar. It's you have to shoot an apple off of your friend's head, basically.
I remember that one more.
Each time you get further and further back.
All right, let's play another classic.
Oh yes, this was very popular back during the rage days of YouTube, wherever popular videos were people screaming in their microphone because they're angry at a game.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, how do I don't remember how to play co-op.
With QWOP.
And then you're like, eh, okay. All
Kind
right,
of cheese it a
I'm
bit,
on it.
or
Okay,
go
yep,
way,
yep.
way back. Negative 0.04, a new record.
Eh, I, I have never done good in co-op. I played co-op's a game I definitely played like 2 minutes of and quit because I got too annoyed. Oh,
That's kind of
what?
the idea of this game, though. Oh,
That was bullshit.
1.5.
Oh gosh.
Funny thing is, there actually are people who are good enough at this game to like actually get a decent time for their 100-meter race.
I mean, yeah, I've seen like speedrunners and stuff. Come on. Oh, oh, come on.
The marching band technique, I like it.
That's enough co-op. I think we got the idea.
Already too much. Already too much for you. And the way the ninjas are a really good one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, we'll play a little bit. I just know Ed's like a long one too.
It is a long one. Long enough that they actually I've been looking at N++ recently because they
N plus
actually
plus
made.
is hella fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say because if I remember correctly, it's based off of this, isn't it?
Yeah, it's same devs and stuff. I keep forgetting how to keep restreaming it to you.
It's all good. That's why I had the Twitch stream up.
Why is it small? Well, okay, I know why it's so small because it was made for like.
It's made for Flash back whenever I think 640 by 480 was the standard for
Monitors.
Yeah, for monitors.
Oh shoot! I forgot you have to. I didn't
Have to
forget
get all the
what?
gold.
What?
So you do have to,
Oh,
it's one of
there's
those gold makes your life go by faster, but you have to get the key for the door.
okay. Yeah, I'm sorry to remember.
But yeah, like I said, this is technically a longer one. This one gets hard after a while.
Yeah, I mean, me and a friend
Right
like, I've like beaten N plus plus with a friend before, and that's like
Really?
such a yeah.
Yeah, I've never had a chance to play N++, but I never even beat this one whenever I was younger. But
N
once
plus
again,
plus has true co-op, which is cool.
nice. Yeah, I just remember this being like brutally hard back in the day, especially whenever it gets like the homing missile part.
Nice. Oh, there's hearts. Yeah. Yeehaw. Is this the? Oh yeah, this is the weird boxes. Oh god, the frames.
The ones that are like on a spring.
Yeah. Also, N plus plus plays way better than this. So surprising.
Are you trying to tell me
know.
that a game you paid money for is better optimized than a Flash game?
Oh god, what the hell? Weird perspective. Whoa.
Feels like 3D, but not quite.
Yeah. And all right.
Yeah, still seeing this on a delay. So whenever you're like, no, it's like, okay, he died. But it's gonna happen here in about 5, 10.
Wait, are you watching the Twitch stream? I have it on the Discord. It should be.
No, just showing your avatar on the Discord.
Did you click on my avatar and check that it doesn't have the?
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, Discord's weird with how that works sometimes. I don't give a shit. I give
Says he
slightly
doesn't give.
more of a shit.
So you have to kind of give a shit, and then you won't die.
Wait, what? Okay, that was a level.
It was one of those because like you get points for getting gold,
Yeah, it's
and
just
there's
funny.
tons of gold in that one, but you have to deal with those robots. So I think it's like a weird introduction to them.
Oh, where's my jump?
It's gone. It went away.
Your jump's been gone for 12 years. You have to let it go. What is this level? Oh, right, that's how this works. I forgot. It's in segments of 5. Oh, come on. Come on.
And you get blown up. Also, I said blown. Weird, but
blown the heck up. Woo! Man, I know like making games is easier than ever nowadays. There's a lot of fun to have with whole Flash games.
oh yeah. Well, I think one of the things that's great about like old Flash games too is the fact that most of these people were not paid for these games. They're just doing it for the sake of saying I made something.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like a weird love for the art kind of thing, because I know people still got paid to make Flash games, but it was far and few in between of people who did get paid for it.
Yeah. Oh.
Speaking of Flash games, watching you play this one just kind of makes me think that there's a really good chance that the hardest game ever is on the Flashpoint.
Yeah, for sure. There's a ton of those. All right, you know, give me on the hard ones. Enough of this baby game.
And immediately cannot do the first puzzle.
Yeah, immediately doesn't know how to do it. Or do I? I don't.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you tried long enough, you'd be able to get it, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna force people to watch that long. All right, that's enough. N.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see.
Oh, looking at the stuff on here, it's another game that was weirdly popular on Adult Swim. Was Kill Yourself in 5 Minutes.
You see that on here?
I didn't see that on here. I saw something else that reminded me of that. The Kuroshi Suicide Salaryman.
Oh,
Which Newgrounds, so that makes sense.
yeah. Some of these I'm like, I don't know, man.
Once again, early
2000s.
It was a whole different thing.
You know what? Oh wait, is this gonna? Okay.
Yeah, 5 minutes to kill yourself. Like you literally were just like, well, I can't take it anymore, and like decided that you are. It's I'm trying to think of the. There's was like 3 or 4 of them. There's one where you're in an office and like you just couldn't deal with being in the office anymore. So you just like would find random things in the office to try to
Yeah,
basically damage.
I think I remember that one. All right, this one I have to. I apologize. If you know this one, you know why I have to mute it.
Oh yeah, I know this game.
I I know I've beaten this before. Oh gosh. Uh, um, can I do this on? Oh, okay, I can.
Yeah, the idea is you're supposed to cheese it.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember if I could actually do it on the thing. Bad. Do not want. No.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
No.
I ever beat this one, but I know that I got close.
Was it okay? Choose food. Nice. And Fatang? Yeah.
You are going through this fast.
I remember a lot about this. Horse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hammer time. Blue, orange, green, green, yellow. Fuck. No deal. Shit. Deal?
Say seal.
No, I think it might have been seal. All right, 4, tin
Four.
can. Okay. I need a restart. I completely forgot what question that was. Here, choop choop. Wheel. Shallots, an elephant. It's right there.
As I say under E.
Torch. Horse. Hammer time. Blue, orange, green, green, yellow. Seal.
Yeah.
It's this one. Skip. Bran. Click the V in lives. I there's some reason that one's Bran and I can't remember. Shoe polish. That one's oh I don't remember this one. Arse facey? Quick, what question was it? Wait, I could cheat technically. Hang on. Go back in time. Oh, it's not in the thing yet.
Oh, it's not working.
28. Okay. Egg mayonnaise. It's 3. Baby jam. 7. It's kind of sad how much of this I remember.
You remember a hell of a lot more of it than I do.
I play this one more than I really should. A walk. Of course not. Oh, really? No. Mary Rose. Cylindrical Adventures. Next question. Afro Duck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30, 42. Tom Cruise.
Got to put the puzzle together or not.
I don't remember this one.
Wingdings.
I did it. Okay. Yeah. Snake. Slap me do. Blue, red, blue, yellow. I don't remember blue, red, blue, yellow. I did it.
Hooray! It's the third one, isn't it?
Yeah. Marma, Paul might not. Shanghai. Oh fuck.
Series of organs to break down food and extract energy and nutrients.
Bikers. All right. I could do that one forever. But let's see.
Find something else.
Here's one that I had played.
Was a pretty.
Hmm?
Oh, I haven't seen This Is the Only Level in a while.
Yeah, this is another one. I'm curious how much I remember.
I remember it not being too hard though.
No, it's just long, if I remember right. All right, let's get sound back on. Oops, I opened Armored Games on my actual desktop. Alright. Oh. Reversed my controls. Haha. What was it?
Apparently you can't move now.
Oh, boink. It was my mouse.
Oh.
Wow. I'm floaty. Oh, man. I can't jump? Oh, what? How did I... Oh, haha.
Gravity reverse or something?
No, spikes are bouncy.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's one way to do it. They look less bouncy now. They look more blood covered.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, what? That's not
Apparently
supposed to be
died.
elapsed. Okay, how do I do this? Never mind. I was overcomplicating it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't touch pink, I think is what it is.
Arrow control.
Arrow controls.
What is?
Reverse arrow controls?
It's my mouse again, but like
Oh.
not dragging the elephant. I remember this one.
Oh, it's pushing you back. Okay.
Yeah. This is it's probably a lot harder to understand when you can't. You just
When
see
you're
me
just
like.
watching it compared to playing it yourself.
All right. Nice. I don't know what the what that one was.
It might be if you just die, it's over, but because no returns, no refunds.
Maybe.
Left, right, march.
Mashing my keyboard. Nice.
Have to match left and right to plate, I guess.
Yep. Okay, this is one jump if I remember right. Yep.
Time to refresh.
How does this? Well, do I just? No. How do I? File. Let me rewind. Panic. How do I do this? Not on a.
Not on the browser.
Yeah. Do I just? I guess I close it and reopen it, right? That's all I can think of.
I don't know. I guess we give it a shot. See what happens.
I also love the loading screens that are instant because of computers just way better.
It's like we were saying, because I remember whenever Flash games were still super popular and I discovered them, I think I was in middle school and using dial-up on like a Windows 95 computer. And so it would take like 35 minutes to load a game that would take literally seconds. Okay, yeah, I think it... Yeah?
Yeah, it worked, so that was good.
Nothing.
Maybe it was literally nothing, I don't know. Ah!
So blocks disappear on this one.
Yeah, I remember this one. This is a trick one. Oh, hey, Robbie, is this what it was like playing on your...
Yes, it was. I still think one of the funnier things about the whole dial-up thing for me is because my mom never wanted to get better internet whenever I was a kid. So at one point in time, because I had worked like I first started working whenever I was 15, so I had money to buy a better computer. So at one point, I just had like a better computer than everybody, but the worst internet.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had a hard time like loading up anything, but I was the only person who can actually play like Oblivion on his computer. In between Gravity.
If green's up, purple's down.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
No. Okay.
I can see how this makes it difficult, though.
Yeah, it's confusing for sure. There we go.
Yeah, one of the big things I remember about this game in particular is I think I got to like stage 5 and went like, yeah, this is a bullshit game, and then stopped playing it.
I'm curious. I don't remember how many levels there are.
There's only one
sorry,
level.
sorry. There's one level.
How
I
many
forget
stages?
how many stages. Center keyboard. Oh, it changed my controls
Again.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It always does, but it's TFGH. Which is awful.
Oh, because it's in the center of the keyboard. Okay.
Yeah. All right, just holding caps lock. That's not how caps lock works, but okay.
And for this game, that's definitely how cap lock works. It opens up when it feels like it.
Or is it? So stupid.
It's a facade that time.
Menu, credits, do that. Did I can't remember if I did beat this or not as when I was younger. Oop. Oh. Oh man. So
Bringing it
stupid.
super close.
Closing shop. I think I only have so long to get to it, yep.
Now you're in the dark.
This is basically the same as the one where it turned invisible. Oh, did I do it?
I think
I
you
beat the level. Nice, 6 minutes. That's not bad.
Not bad at all. And only 26 deaths.
Wow. Alright, I must have beat that as a kid then, because I remember all of this.
Yeah, I never beat that whenever I was growing up.
Oh, what one did you see that you remember?
I saw one that I know it was higher up. Alright, Infectionator is one that I definitely played as a kid.
Yeah.
Doodle God is another one that I played. That one's more of a kind of relaxing game.
Yeah, I think I remember.
Drag Racer V3, that one, like, you can play that one forever, basically.
You know what? Yeah, you said this is one you played a lot.
Yeah, Drag Racer V3.
It loaded fast.
Yeah, well, it loaded fast, and, like, if the cookies basically loaded pretty much the entire game up, and it's a game that goes on for quite some time, because there's a lot you can do in the game.
This is what it was like.
I mean, less white, but
is it not working? Is my computer too good? Know what? It's not working. We can't.
Yeah, it's in the notes. It's showing radio music does not work. There's also missing background assets in the menu. Blah blah blah. But apparently, it's just not working at all.
Hang on. Go to Drag Racer Online. Well, you know, we tried.
Yeah.
You know,
probably not worth like actually doing that, but
let's see what else we got. Oh god, this is a classic. I don't know if you ever played this one or not, but this is a notorious one.
By Disney even, huh?
All right. So
why is this one notorious?
You know, I won't say anything specific. We'll see how far I can get though. We'll see if I can get to why it's notorious. This is another one I definitely remember playing. Oh, come on.
Almost got a home run.
Oh, that's a foul.
Yep.
That's gotta be one, yep.
Yep, that's definitely a home run. Apparently, Pooh Bear is a lot stronger than we give him credit for. Give her credit for, sorry.
No, Pooh's a guy.
I thought Pooh was a girl.
No, Pooh's a guy.
I mean, I know the voice actor's a guy, but...
I mean, double check, I guess, for sure, but I'm fairly positive
I'm gonna Google
Pooh
it
is.
now. Let's see, is the Pooh a boy? Question mark. He is referred to as a he in A.A. Minnie's book on the Disney cartoon. His voice has always been provided by a man, but it turns out the real-life bear he's named after was actually a female black bear named Winnie. So yes, he's a boy?
Yeah, is a boy based off of a female bird. A female bear. Oh, come on. That's not going.
Foul.
I'm not doing good.
Is this why the game is infamous?
I'm just doing bad right now, I'll be honest. We're not you'll see. You'll see what gives this game some of the reputation.
Okay.
That's gotta be one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a home run.
What? I call shenanigans. Please? Yeah.
No bases, just hitting home runs.
It's a home run derby. Woo. One more. Here we go. Come on. Nice.
Hey, bada bada bada.
I definitely clicked, but okay. Barely.
Just barely.
Alright, there's a 0 ball. Alright. Alright, here we go. Piglet's throwing him fast.
Piglet has those fastballs.
I don't think that's...
Yeah, so far this seems like a more relaxing game than it does a notorious one, but I'm sure it's going to get to it.
Yeah.
Does it have anything to do with Tigger?
Yeah. It has...
Okay.
Well, there's a lot, but Tigger's one, Owl, Christopher Robin is the big one in this one. I'll say that. I don't know if I'll get to Christopher Robin. We'll see.
Don't want to spend too long on the game then?
Yeah. Well, I want to get to some of the later ones. Oh shit! Jeez.
Gotta aim for the plate, Piglet.
Yeah, what the heck are these balls, Piglet? You're cheating. No. Alright, here we go.
There you go.
Can't let Piglet psych me out. He's psyching me out.
Don't let him psych you out, he's just a pig.
He is but a pig. Yeah, alright.
Alright, now you're getting a feel for it again.
Cleared that one. Cleared this run.
Yeah, because you definitely hit more than your target.
Fail ball. Alright. Pit it good. Alright, here we go. Roo. And Kinga, I guess. I should specify the mother. Oh. Throwing wobbly balls.
It looks like they're working together to mess with you.
That's messed up. You can't do that, Kinga. Yeah. So, you know, throws weird trick balls. That one went 2 miles an hour.
2 miles an hour, but still screwy somehow. That one was just super fast. I'm waiting for you to say, like, when this becomes screwy.
I should specify, this is in fact like an actual licensed Disney game.
Right. Well, I saw that whenever you clicked on it, is that it was actually done by Disney.
Yeah. I think Japanese Disney in particular made this.
Japan does love their baseball.
They love baseball. Maybe more than America sometimes.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-da-bow.
I don't know, I think one of my favorite trick ball shots I've ever seen in baseball was done by a Japanese pitcher.
Is it the one where they do like a cartwheel?
No, he threw it from behind his back and then like did the motion like he was going to throw it forward, and it completely threw off the batter. And so because of that, the guy had it was on his third strike, so they won the game because he did like that really weird screwy throw.
Nice. I wonder about legality of stuff like that. Like if that's allowed or if it's one of those things. It's allowed, but just kind of poor sportsmanship. Because
I don't know if they could get away with it in America, but
yeah, I feel like America, they'd be like, "Hey,
got away with it."
Also, if it's hey, America's more about the football, yeah,
They
which
are
is
more
interesting
about the
considering we invented baseball, invented quote unquote, whereas football we kind of stole from like other sports and just kind of changed it.
And there's that, and then I saw a really interesting video not too long ago that was talking about the origin of the word soccer, which for how much Great Britain gives us crap about calling it soccer, they came up with the name.
Yeah, because it's associates.
Yeah, associates of football or something like that, and so they changed associates and to sock, and then because they like to put ER at the end of things, they turned it to soccer. But yeah, there's a YouTube channel called Over the Pond that's always talking about like why there's a difference in pronunciations between American and Great Britain and like how it started and all this other stuff, and soccer is one of them. There's that apparently all vacuum cleaners are Hoover in Great Britain because that's like the most popular brand.
Oh, yeah, here's where it starts to just literally impossible shots.
Yeah.
It's a different timing every time. It's not like always so
I know
long
it's
in the
different
slow.
timing, but I thought it was going to be like, at least the ball itself goes the same speed as they throw it. Not midway through decides to go faster.
And then I need 15.
So now they're just cheating.
Yeah, now they just literally cheat. Like, because it's like absurd, but like that's like a screwball. Rabbit's just cheating.
Yeah. So screwball actually makes sense because like that's an actual technique used by baseball players. Now like you're just breaking physics to cheat at the game.
Yeah, where's the Japanese player who could do this, Robbie?
I don't know if he's gotten into baseball yet. This makes me think that like Christopher Robin, like his ball actually started going backwards at one point and then like spring forward.
Again, we'll see if I can even get to. I'm doing better than I did last time I did this, which probably was about 6 years ago.
You need, as you say, you need like split second reaction time in order to get this one.
Yeah. I mean, those upgrades I do between each round definitely are helping.
Yeah.
For a long time, this game wasn't actually translated. So, like, people didn't even know what a lot of the things were. Also, home run, the second one's what I'm at. So I still need 5.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
I should be good. Unless Rabbit really
Keyword should.
Oh no. Oh no! Rabbit, please!
I don't know how you manipulated gravity like this, but please stop.
It just says Rabbit's just trying to get payback from all the jars of honey poo steals.
That's fair.
Alright.
He's still a bastard for doing it, but that's fair.
Oh. Just one more, come on.
Well, you're on target now, at least.
Yeah. No matter what, I win.
No matter how he breaks physics.
Yeah. All these fouls, though, they're so close. Alright, that one's good. Home run. That one's foul. Alright. Okay, I think next is Tigger. No, it's Owl.
Okay, I was gonna say, if there's anyone that I was gonna expect to do screwballs, it was gonna be Tigger.
His is something. Okay.
Okay, let's see what bullshit we have to deal with Owl.
If it's Owls, I might get stuck here if it's the one I think it is. Okay. It's not. This still sucks, but this is not the one I thought it was. So the last one is the one I'm thinking of is Tigger's.
Okay. So yeah, I figured he would do some kind of screwball like this. Like, this is what I expected from Tigger.
Oh, just you wait. Damn it. This one sucks so much too, though, because it's so hard to line up. There's a decent chance I get stuck here.
Whenever you first said that it was Infamous, the first thing I expected was almost like creepypasta status things happening.
No, that's what I wanted to see. Yeah, that's why I wanted to specify Disney did it. So I'll say this is one of those games where like someone on 4chan was like, haha, look at this funny game, it's so hard. And then like people took it super seriously and like started trying to figure it out how to beat it.
That's another thing about Flash. There are some games that were like, they were either just super easy to cheese or they were just like easy just in general. One that weirdly enough comes to mind is there's one that I played that was all you did was press the space bar, and what you had to do is you just had to play the drums faster than the person you were playing against.
Oh, interesting.
And so like whenever I first started playing it, I was just like pressing the space bar as fast as I possibly could. Up until I realized it would just automatically hit it as fast as possible if you just held down the spacebar. And it became really easy to cheese that game.
Why would it work that way?
It did. I don't know why it did, but it made it to where I could at least enjoy the animations, because like it starts off between like at the beginning, like, you know, the person's sweating while they're drumming as fast as they can. So like towards the end, like the world is being destroyed around you because of how fast both of you are drumming.
Nice. Oh man. It's cutting it close. I don't know if I'm being an owl on this one, at least. Please. No! Why? I was gonna clear the bushes!
Unless you do a perfect run after this. Nope, it's an L.
Yeah. I can't go to the menu, by the way. I have to let all of it go through.
Yeah, that's Flash.
Another foul.
So yeah, this is one of those games that are just way harder than it actually should be then.
Yeah, because this is a Winnie the Pooh game. Like, babies
right,
are playing this.
Exactly, you would think it's Winnie the Pooh. It shouldn't be that bad.
I think that's why...
Speaking of hard...
Oh yeah, what's
go
up?
on.
I was gonna say, I think that's part of why it became so infamous, because it's like, why is a Winnie the Pooh game this hard?
Because those developers weren't fucking around, that's why.
They said, I hate children. Damn it.
Like, oh, it's a Flash game for babies. Like, I'll give you a Flash game for babies.
You want to put me on the baby game, huh? I'll show you.
But no, I was gonna say, speaking of hard, the painful joyless run that I'm doing on Lisa. I'm in the. I actually did look up some walkthroughs just to see like where I'm at. I'm pretty close to the end of the game actually.
Nice.
But in the third area of the game just becomes like, even if on easy mode, becomes increasingly harder. And there's one night in particular I was grinding on the game and like getting my people to level up to a certain amount. And like Terry is the first person that you find in the game, and if you level him up all the way, actually gets like the most powerful move in the game.
Because he's really terrible at the start, right?
Oh, he's useless at the start. Like, he literally does 0 damage. But, anyways, like, I got the best move for him and everything. Enemies start doing permadeath attacks on your characters. And, like, not just, like, if it kills them, permadeath, like, does 10,000 damage on a person who has 600 HP type of damage.
Nice.
And so, I was fighting one of the bosses and, like, did as much... I think between like 4 attacks did like 14,000 damage, and his very first attack was a permadeath move on Terry, and I yelled "motherfucker" at like loud at 3 o'clock in the morning and shut the game off.
Amazing. I stand by. I think like permadeath and all the deaths in RPG, I just think that's just not interesting. Like,
in some cases it can be interesting, like it makes sense for certain games, but there's other games that permadeath just becomes annoying, especially whenever it's like, hey, you're gonna need them later on in the game. So like, I think with Lisa, you can I don't think you can soft lock yourself with it, because there's like a lot of weird permadeath things in that game that I've had to like kind of cheese my way around.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's literally a part of that game where you have to play Russian roulette with people, and if you lose, you just lose that character forever.
Right, and it's like actually random, right?
Yeah, it's pretty randomized on whether or not they live or die. Apparently, there's a way to cheese it by pressing the button at a specific time. Then it's saying you most likely won't kill that character, but yeah, like that game gets weirdly frustrating in ways that just. I get why there's like such a cult, or I get why there's such a cult following to it, but it does get frustrating. I think that frustration is half the reason why it gets the praise that it gets.
I think the only like permadeath I've ever really liked is I can't remember what RPG, but basically it was you get a counter put on you, and if you don't beat the bot or beat the enemy within that counter, you'll die. And like there's a couple other stuff, like, you know, you'll probably have a white mage who has like a powerful heal spell.
Right. And like permadeath makes more sense for games where you can actually like resurrect your characters too.
Yeah.
But when it comes to permadeath, I think games that I actually really enjoyed the permadeath of would be games like Heavy Rain is a good example, because like it's a story-based game, so you have to either like really screw up, or you have to be trying to kill your character in order to permadeath them. But like the cool thing about that is because like you're trying to solve a mystery, and so like if that person dies, their story's just done for the entire game.
Yeah.
That one was kind of cool. Another one, which it's more or less was made as like a protest to the Vietnam War, was the game called Cannon Fodder. And like you have, you know, characters that you play as, and like the game starts off with looking in front of a recruitment center and like a line of people coming up to the recruitment center, and then the first 4 people in line become your first 4 characters, and if one of those characters dies, the hill that's behind the the hill behind the recruitment center gets a little cross, like showing that there's a grave over there, and then another person joins the army, and like that basically takes the place of the person in your crew.
So like as you play, it will keep adding crosses to that hill.
The hill, yeah, and like there's constantly people coming and being recruited, and like they're all technically the same thing for it. But yeah, that was a Super Nintendo game, even.
Oh wow!
But, like the gameplay itself actually is really solid. I got it on GOG. We could probably play it some night. Whenever we're all back together, whenever life stops getting so crazy for us.
I know. We've had such cursed things. Poor Jiraiya. He's not just like gone or anything. His computer stopped working.
Yeah, I was over at Jiraiya's last night trying to get we got his computer up and running again, but he has to reinstall a whole bunch of things because of we had to completely clear out his boot drive, which I think he's currently doing right now. Is trying to get all of his all the podcast and streaming stuff working again.
Yeah, he might just be sleeping.
He also might just be sleeping because whenever we were talking last night, he was telling me how crazy work has been for him.
That's been all he's talking about in a while.
Yeah, it's one of those things because I moved recently. I don't know if you guys have talked about it on stream or not, but I moved recently and I've been dealing with that. And so I missed a couple weeks ago because of that. And then last week, because it was just streaming and I had another thing I needed to go run and do, I missed streaming, but I thought we were going to do the podcast. And Dry was just I don't have the energy for this. And so I thought he was mad at me whenever he said that. And then I went and I talked to him last night whenever we were working on his computer, and he gave me the details and everything he's been dealing with work.
Yeah, so. He's just been... Yeah, I thought he might have been mad at you too, but when I was there, he was just drained. He was just
Yeah, he was pretty drained whenever I talked to him too.
Retail sucks, by the way. If you got...
Yes, retail does.
Crazy fact, guys.
Also, and Dry talks about how much he hates my job too, but...
Zafun says, "Oh, it sucks when you have to replace your PC and loses yours." Yeah, I actually just put in a new an SSD. I never had one before.
Right.
And I needed that to be my main thing because my other one's an old hard drive from 2014.
So on top of it being an older hard drive, it was probably a slower hard drive too. Because
I'm gonna say it wasn't even a good one back then. It was probably a middle of the line one back in 20 whatever,
like a 5400 RPM one.
Yeah, something like that.
Because fun little computer fact: before SSDs were a thing, the speed of your hard drive counted on how fast the platter would actually spin on the inside of that hard drive. And so some of the most expensive hard drives you could get were spinning at 10,000 RPMs, but the average I think was 7,200. And then if you got one for cheap, chances are it was a 5,400 RPM or possibly even slower.
Yeah, to put it in perspective, my hard drive took about 2.5 minutes to start my computer. This one takes about 10 seconds.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, but I had a... Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say the SSD inside of Dry's computer, because I built Dry's computer 9 years ago. 9 years ago? 8 or 9 years ago. Yeah. But I built that computer and I put an SSD as the boot drive in there. And I think I paid $150 for a 240 gigabyte SSD because they were just fucking expensive at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the problem, I was telling you earlier, that thing was just chock full of because Dry just wants a computer to work, and so the fact that I have a bigger hard drive in there that's not an SSD for him to put all of his stuff on there, and then that as just a fast boot drive. He was just putting everything on the boot drive, which is why his had been slowing down as of recently. But yeah, poor graphics card just fried on him apparently.
Yeah. Because I remember you told me that, and I don't know much about computers, but I have my roommate does know computers.
Right.
She basically built my computer for me. But when I asked her, she was kind of well, judging by the stuff you told me, it could be a lot of stuff and this or that, and it almost sounded like it might have been the CPU, just because of she had a similar thing once. But yeah, it just seems it is just it was just a graphics issue, which sucks.
Yeah, Because yeah, like whenever I looked it up online, because his boot drive LED was just sitting solid, and so I googled it really quick just to make sure, and there was people online saying like, "Oh, your boot drive might be dead," and so grabbed an enclosure, put his boot drive inside of it, booted up fine on my laptop, and then he's like, "Well, do you think it'll turn on without the boot drive in?" I was like, "I don't know, let's try." Turn on his computer again. Screen still wasn't turning on, so I was like, let me try something, and took out his graphics card, put another one in there, and it booted, like, screen booted right up. But because we started like deleting things that he may not need off of his boot drive, because like we found stuff on there that he's just like, why is that on there? Like
he's never had a Windows. Why do I need a window to my computer?
Well, because like he's never played like any of the GTA games or anything on his computer, but he had Rockstar Social Club on there.
Oh, that sounds like one of those things where Rockstar installs that on your computer, but won't uninstall it when you uninstall a game.
That might be it, but like, because like, I think it was like the Windows Games or whatever it was called back in like 2006 that they made that everybody hated. But the way that
Microsoft, well, Windows is Microsoft, but like to kind of be like the Xbox Live of Windows, right?
Yeah. Because like that was a thing to load games back in like the early 2000s, and so games like Max Payne 3 and GTA 4 and BioShock and like all these other games like needed that in order to run.
It's kind of funny like thinking about that time when like it was crazy if a computer could run a game almost as good as a console.
Right.
And
like,
now it's
just like, oh yeah, like if you buy a PS3 and an Xbox 360 is like a $3,000 computer, which it wasn't, but it was just games ran like shit on PC back then.
Yeah.
Which, like we were saying before, the fact that I had a computer back in the day that could actually run Oblivion, like a lot of people freaked out at that.
I love that you were held back by your internet, though.
Yeah, I was definitely held back by my internet. Enough so that I was infamous in my friend group to like take my entire desktop, because I didn't have like a laptop. It was like the entire desktop and monitor and everything to a friend's house so I can use their internet to download things. Because fun fact about if you had the Grand Theft Auto 4 on a disc, you needed to download a day one patch, even though it was technically an offline game, and the game would not run without that patch. And I tried installing the patch on dial-up, and it took me 3 days to try to download it, and like at 95% it failed to download.
Oh, yeah.
After leaving my computer on for 3 days to try to download the damn thing. So I actually packed up my computer, drove it 30 miles to my sister's house, and downloaded it in like 25 minutes. I was so angry at that. But yeah, like that was one of those like weird small town things that I dealt with growing up. And then my mom didn't actually get faster internet up until me and my sister gave her our streaming login information so she could watch stuff online, and she ended up really getting into like Netflix and Hulu. And so she needed internet in order to actually watch those things. Owl's gonna be the death of you, man.
I know. I'll give it 3 more shots.
Okay.
I probably should have did contact. It's just so hard because it's not like, how do you aim this? Like, what do I aim at?
I think it's, from what I can tell, since I'm watching this over Discord, it almost seems like once it goes past, like the shadow goes past the grass, is whenever you should go to hit it. Maybe. But trying to aim for it, considering like the weird angles that it goes at, it makes it weird too.
Because like, I have to center it onto the thing, and then I have to do this and that.
Advanced physics for a baby game that became hard enough to make a grown man cry later on, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I get, because again, I think I told you like this wasn't translated for a bit. A lot of people didn't know you could upgrade your stats.
Oh, so people are just at level 1 trying to beat this game?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Fuck.
Which, weirdly enough, makes me think of like the crazy psychopath that played God of War on the hardest mode and never leveled up anything and somehow beat the game.
People are wild.
Yeah, that blew my mind whenever I heard about that one, because I tried playing, like, I can't get past the first enemies on the hardest mode for the God of War games, like the PS4 one the reboot of God of War, I think is what you'd call it, because there's the original trilogy and then there's the newer ones that came out that have the God of War and Ragnarok.
Yeah, there's Dad of War.
Yeah, the Dad of War, I guess I should call it. But yeah, Dad of War on the hardest mode is fucking punishing. But yet some psychopath decided he was going to beat that game on the hardest mode without leveling up any of the stats, so it was one of those, like, any encounter would take like an hour to try to beat the person, and if he got hit once, then he's just dead.
Yeah, those people are wild to me.
Same. I think it's also right up there with, I think I told you that I played Resident Evil 7 for a friend, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because she thought the game was too scary, but she wanted to see it all the way through, so I just played it and she watched me play it. And this is like when at the beginning, whenever, like, Steam still has their streaming thing, but whenever it was like first becoming popular, so I just streamed it over their Steam broadcasting thing for her, and we talked on Discord, and somebody else had quit playing on there, and so I ended up having like an audience of like 25 people watching me play Resident Evil 7, because the game was still fairly new at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept on, like, whenever I was at the last level, they're like, you should do it on Madhouse mode. Like, and I had a bunch of people asking me to play it on Madhouse mode. It's like, okay, like, after I beat it, I'll try it on Madhouse mode. And I got past the first boss and was like super stressed out at how hard the game was. And I was like, well, at least this part of the game, I get a chance to, like, just calm down and, like, walk through the apartment without having to deal with enemies. And then, like, just another version of him was walking around during this time whenever he was supposed to be dead, quote unquote. And I, like, in the middle of, like, watching people watch me play, I was like, nope, fuck this, I am done with this game, and, like, I'm just, like, clicking out of the game, like, as people are laughing at me. But that game was also hard on, the reason I bring that up, though, is because somebody actually beat Madhouse mode using nothing but the pocket knife, which is also insane to me.
All right. Second attempt. Not total, obviously. All the other ones didn't count. Oh, that's a foul. No.
That one didn't count. 0 deaths.
Yeah, it's 0 deaths on my Half-Life playthrough if you don't count all of them.
I kind of want to do that for whenever you play Half-Life 2. Just, like, come up with some excuse on why you didn't die and be like, 0 deaths.
We'll see. I mean, I imagine I will die less in Half-Life 2.
It is way better optimized.
Yeah. One, like, I'm just slightly better at playing those kinds of games. Yeah. And then, 2, that game had a couple of years to learn how video games are.
Right.
Valve learned what a video game is.
Because, yeah, they had the first Half-Life experience, and then they also had the experience of making Counter-Strike and Team Fortress and all those other games and then use that knowledge to make Half-Life 2. That seems like something I would do, just, like, spam the hit button.
If I remember right, it won't hit if you try to spam it like that. I don't know, let's see.
Developers...
Yeah, they thought.
Nope, the developer didn't want to make it too easy on the baby game.
Oh man, I feel like I'm doing worse each time. This game's breaking me.
What Zowee said, 0 deaths since the last death.
Yeah.
Which that's probably a good way to put it for somebody. It's like, how many times have you died in this game? 0 since the last time.
That does remind me. I still love how much I died in Last of Us. Only for the first boss, I basically first try it. And the only reason I didn't technically first try it is because I died to the zombies after the boss.
And then had to redo the boss.
Yeah. Which then I once again did it first try. 2 first tries, really.
I think it was that and, like, some of the moments that are supposed to be stealth where you just ran away and it worked.
Dry was so pissed at the fact that I'm allowed to play that as a video game.
I think it's because it's like because the show, since you haven't seen the show, is like very true to the game, except for the fact that like there's not a whole lot of encounters where they're fighting. Like there's maybe like 3 gun battles in that entire show, but like to tell the story, you don't need to be fighting enemies every 5 minutes.
No.
You just do in that game. And so, like, it's true within that sense of it, but like, yeah, like, whenever you're trying to escape Boston and like, you know, you have to try to, and like, you have the army after you and everything, and like, he just ran straight through that.
Yeah, Vive la France. I so want to make
Dry was so mad.
Mad. I really do want to make a highlights reel of My Last of Us, because there's so many things like that.
I mean, I hate to say it. Apparently, since it came out on PC recently, apparently it's buggy as all hell on PC.
Nice.
Like, enough so that there's it's being review bombed on Steam.
I think that's fair if it's not running right. All right, last try. This is my last try on Owl for today. Maybe I'll come back. I wanted to at least see Tigger, but I don't think it's possible. I am, in fact, just a human. I can't I can't do this. What you find? Is it at mixed?
It's at mixed, yeah. Yesterday, whenever I saw it, there's 10,000 reviews at mostly negative. Now it's at 12,000 at mixed. And with mixed, 43% of them are positive. So like 5,000 of the 12,000 reviews is positive. And I think it's just one of those, like, because it's a really good game, but apparently they just need to fix a whole bunch of things for day one of The Last of Us.
I mean, they botched it's a good game, but a botched release. That's happens a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I still argue that's what happened with Cyberpunk, but there's a lot of people who disagree with me, which that's fair, honestly.
For sure, though, they should just not have released it on some of the stuff they did.
Yeah, I think it was a bad idea for them to release it on the Xbox One and the PS4. Like, that was just bad all around for them, but people demanded that they release... Well, they said they were going to, and then they tried taking it back, and people were like, no, I needed to play on PS4, and blah, blah, blah. And there's a whole bunch of bad things about that. Like, that is a case study of what not to do to release a game, but... Apparently, it's popular enough that they're talking about releasing a sequel, so...
It's so funny after everything.
I think their biggest takeaway of that one is they're no longer using the Red engine. They're just going to start using the Unreal engine.
That's fair.
Which, you know, hate Epic all you want. They make a great engine, apparently, considering people use it for everything.
They use it for Mandalorian.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you can actually, they have like an entire system to where like you can use the Unreal Engine as a CGI engine for movies and TV shows, and it's free as long, like if we were to make a movie using Unreal, it would be free for us to make it, as long as we didn't make money off of said movie.
I mean, there's so much. I think Unreal has the same thing Unity has, where as long as you don't make X amount of dollars, you're good.
Yeah. So what I think it was is because like even Unreal 3 engine, I remember there was a shit ton of games that were made on Unreal Engine 3, and I think the initial cost for that one was like $250,000 just to use the engine. And so like only AAA studios were able to make games, and then Unreal Engine 4 made it to where it's free to use, but they get a percentage of whatever money you make off of it, which in the long run was probably best for them because it's, you know, a game becomes a smash hit and it's on Unreal Engine 4 and sells 10 million copies, then, you know, they make however millions of dollars off of it for taking their 10% compared to just the base $250,000. And then indie developers can use it to make their games, and if it's free, then they make no money, but this guy got to, you know, use the Unreal Engine to make his game. And with Unreal Engine 5, I think it's supposed to be, it's free up until you make a certain amount of money, and then they charge you, but I don't remember exactly what it was. Something like that, though.
Yeah.
But once again, Unreal Engine 5, one of the most powerful engines you can use right now, which with you guys telling me how powerful my computer is, I actually downloaded one of their demos and I cannot run it at the
Yeah,
highest
those
settings
things are
or else
insane.
yeah, that it brings my computer to its knees.
All right, I have to stop.
No, that's fair. We're gonna be here all day if you try.
Yeah. Maybe I'll come back to this, but I'm only mortal. There's only so much I can do.
E, you gotta get good.
I do. Let's
Ooh,
see. Ragdoll? Where?
Ragdoll laser dodge. Go up.
Ooh, found it. Zafun saying, like, we made the tools, you use them. If you make money, we get a cut. Nothing further. Yeah, that's kind of how it'd be.
Pretty much. Like, oh, I've played this game before.
I think I have too. Oh, this song I've heard so many times. Shoot. Sorry, I'm trying to get the.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Is like we made you a tool, you can use it, but if you make money, then you got to pay us, kind of thing. Which honestly, is fair.
Keyboard, sure.
There's copyright to this.
Was there a copyright to this? Is that what it said?
I said I don't know if there was. I think we might be fine.
Ah.
There goes your head. But yeah, this is the whole game.
Yeah.
I remember this game being stupidly fun too, but this is like ragdoll physics are just fun in general.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I keep hitting my head too. Here, let's try with the mouse, see if that's any easier.
Oh, you weren't using the mouse?
No, I was trying the keyboard first. Okay, This is so much easier. Ah, my hand.
Yeah, I used to love ragdoll physics. It was like just one of the funnest things to play around with.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably one reason why I played so much Max Payne 2, honestly, because
I think we get the gist of that one.
Yeah. With Max Payne 2, like whenever you go into slow motion mode, if you're shooting somebody, the ragdoll physics get turned up to 11, so you just like watch someone flying across the room.
Right. Let's see. Where was I saw it somewhere.
Infectinator's a good one.
Let's just look for it.
Best. Robot unicorn attack.
There it is. This one
looked familiar too.
I played so much of this one.
I don't know if I actually played it, but it looks familiar. I think I saw it.
All right, let's see. Granada.
Oh, just doing damage to the poor guy?
Yeah.
They made something similar to this recently. It was I'm trying to remember the name of it now. It's on Steam. I gotta look it up.
Baseball. Hey, catch. Haha.
Yeah, tested on humans, I think is what it was called. Nope, never mind. That's an escape game. That's something completely different than I was thinking of. Like you basically just put like these little people inside of a room like this, and you can put as many as you want, and then like you basically kill them in all these different ways with all these different things. Like it feels almost weirdly enough like aliens doing experiments on humans.
Fair. Yeah, this is one that's like, let's see. Is there anything that said where it was? How old?
What's new? Zafun was saying from watching it, it looks like stick figure laser rave dance party. Kind of. Yeah. Just you can't touch lasers or else you die.
Bonk.
He caught it.
Catch this one. He didn't catch it.
How about this one? That one? This one? This one? I don't think he likes the bowling balls as much.
I think he's not giving it a shot. I think if he just, keeps at it. Let's see. Oh, this one.
Well, he's taking it in stride. I'll give him that.
It's actually really hard to aim the pistol. The pistol barely gives me any money. Is it like a distance thing? I think it is.
Yep.
No?
That or you can only use it so many times before you get money for it.
Yeah. Well, it's just like I could just hit him in the head with a bowling ball and get $3.
Then he starts guarding his head.
Yeah, this is definitely one I remember playing a whole lot.
It almost reminds me of Can Your Pet.
I think that's fair. Am I a member of DeviantArt.com? Let's see, where was...
And weirdly enough, DeviantArt is still a thing.
Yeah, I used to be on it, but then they started going full ham on all the AI shit.
Right.
So I was like, nope, I'm done with you.
Also, Safoon saying diminishing returns on money from using the same thing, it seems.
Maybe. Well, I don't know, what if I just throw 6 grenades in every time? $10, not bad.
Also, is there a way to make him happy? Because it seems like his happiness goes down.
Yeah, you can... Look, wait, where is it?
Is it the tickle?
No, like if I throw a baseball, he'll... Well, he might be a little too sad.
If he catches it?
Yeah. Ooh. Come on, buddy. See?
Oh, okay.
Alright. Yeah, let's get some infants.
Throw infants at him. Those are evil-looking infants.
Yeah, I don't know what it is a reference to, but it sure is one.
It's quite possible it was like someone the developer didn't like.
It could also just be one of his friends.
Have him beat up on infants.
Yeah. Oh, he likes that, apparently.
Apparently he has a thing for being sprayed in the face with water.
If I do it real close, huh? Weirdo. Wide.
It's basically a shower at that point.
Yeah, no reaction whatsoever. All right. Hey, he likes these two, I guess. Well, not when he's getting hit by them, but...
He likes catching them, but being pummeled by them is a whole different thing.
Yeah, have some fun with that. What if I throw in a bowling ball, though? Get up.
This really enough reminds me of like the social experiment of they had a bunch of people inside of a test studio audience and they had all of them wearing a mask and they had a person that they were following and they could choose to either like do something nice for him or do something mean for him or mean to him. And basically like since everybody was behind a mask, they were just like making this guy miserable all day long. And at the very end, they actually changed they changed him out for a stunt double because they're going to have somebody rob him. And the person that went to go rob him, like he freaked out and ran away and then was hit by a car. And like, congratulations, you guys did this to him. But like, it turns out like, once again, it was an actual stunt double that they got. And like what was supposed to be like the good prize at the end of it, they just let him go home and they gave him the good prize and let him know like he was part of this whole big testing thing. And I think he got like a free TV out of it, but he got basically tortured all day long in order to get said free TV.
I think we have rules against that nowadays.
Yeah, this happened in the UK, so it might be different rules, but also seems like he doesn't like fire.
So like, we're talking about water. We're talking about actual torture while I'm like
setting someone on fire.
What else I got? Yeah. More fire. How about a fire, Scarecrow? All right. Settle down now. Hey, settle down now.
If you stop running, I can get your feet are less on fire. Democrat.
You'll never guess what that one is.
I forget his name, but I know. Okay, this
What's
is
the
definitely in like the early 2000s. Then
Yeah.
I was about to say I
If
couldn't
you
remember
need
his name, but I
anything
know
to,
that he wrote. I know that he was up against George Bush.
yeah, and lost.
Yeah. So yeah, this is just one of those like people getting their frustrations out in weird ways kind of
Yeah.
game.
I think this is probably one of the best ways to make money.
Yeah, getting quite a bit of money doing that.
This is another one. I could probably beat this game in, in like 10 minutes.
Just by doing this.
Yeah.
I take it you're supposed to try to just like earn a certain amount of money by the end of it.
You just kind of try to get buy whatever.
Oh, okay. Oh no!
Frame rate!
Yep, the game engine does not like that.
I stopped firing missiles 12 seconds ago. Did it
Ian, I think
crash?
you broke it.
It
I think you broke it. Congratulations.
Well, that's a good end to that game. No, don't bother reporting it to Microsoft. Sponge Buddy.
You don't have to report it. I know exactly what I did.
Os. All right, let's see.
Yeah, there's definitely
there's a lot
saw
in
a couple
here.
of escape games there too.
We don't have time to do an escape game. I'm just gonna say.
Say some of them aren't that long, but
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Bowman 2. Let's try the sequel. You know.
Ex Mortis is a pretty decent one.
That's a game. Says figures a lot of explosives breaking the game. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Ex Mortis was a God. Now I think about it. Now that I have money, because they made 2 Ex Mortis games, and like I used to show people the second one a lot because there was a jump scare that caused a bunch of people to freak the fuck out. Hunting, eh?
Bird hunting. Oh. This is how you hunt for birds, right?
You have an arrow, doesn't have to say yet.
Can I shoot myself?
Probably.
Yep. I don't know why I'm so amused by that. I really haven't matured much since I've played these games way back when.
And to be fair, there's just certain things that are always going to be funny. Like people are always going to find farting funny. Like I don't care. People who are in their 70s or 80s, and people who grew up in different time frames, always find that funny. Oh, apparently you killed yourself with all the arrows.
That came to my sight. What is practice? Is this where you shoot the? Oh, that's just a target.
Yeah, I don't think it was Bowman, but there was one like I said where you had to like shoot an arrow or shoot a apple off of a friend's head.
That's definitely the one I remember the most.
Yeah,
but, I mean, who knows how many Bowmans there are? Maybe that's one randomly somewhere. Possible quiz 2.
They made a second one.
Yeah, they made 3, I think.
Mess.
This is one I played a lot, but it's an RPG, so I'm not gonna make us sit through that.
No, that's fair. I mean, there's a lot of like really weird games that I played whenever I was growing up. Like Adventure Quest was a game that I played, which apparently they've made like is still a thing. Apparently,
I think so. Yeah.
But once again, it loaded on dial-up, so I played it. RuneScape was one that we played as friends a lot because that's a game that once again would load on dial-up.
So is this one you're familiar with?
No, I've never seen this one before.
All right, this one's really neat. So you just have to find the star in each stage.
Oh, okay. So you're just breaking things until you find it.
Well, no, because look, this is a slightly different type of thing.
Hmm. Interesting.
I guess we're still kind of breaking things, but you know.
Instead of breaking bricks, you're cutting holes in the wall now.
Nice.
Interesting. Oh, I'm guessing the stars
We're
are
not
different
doing this
difficulty levels.
one.
Pervert.
Oh no! I broke it. Wait, hang on. How does this work? No!
Close, but no cigar.
I think it's like a what is that, Lunar Defender or whatever, where you have to like land the.
Something like that. That's another game. Like it's a game that I have, but I haven't played a whole lot of it. Is Kerbal Space Development?
Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah, it's a Kerbal Space Program. Mostly because that game's just hard.
Mm-hmm. What am I? What is?
So this is like a weird sci-fi thing. It feels like now. I'm
Hang on.
guessing that
What am I doing?
you have to make the star by connecting the lines.
Okay. Hang on.
That's what it looks like to me, at least.
Yeah. How do? I don't know if I. I don't think I'm particularly like controlling where these land. I think. Come on. There it is. Come on.
There you go. Yeah, this is an odd little one.
Interesting. Oh, oh. How the heck am I supposed to do this one?
You just got to swing him in such a way to get the stars or get a star
What
shape.
what way can you swing it to get a star shape? What? What does this button
Hmm.
do? Eh. All right, I don't know.
So this
Oh,
kind of has like a there's only one level vibe to it then.
yeah, or like kind of WarioWare. We just have to figure out the solution. Come on. What?
You got pretty close with that one at least.
Oh, come on. That should have counted. Go. What? Are you
This
kidding
Puzzle
me?
Maker Babies had a very angry developer who was like, "Fuck those kids."
There we go. What's this one? This one says it's easy.
I would say there's less game-breaking explosions in this game in this one at least.
Yeah, well, that one was in fact very easy.
Yeah. Making a star out of a bunch of circles, it seems.
I think I just have to find it. Oh, there it
Oh,
is. Nice.
okay.
Um,
It's a weird arbitrary difficulty to this.
what am I doing here? Hello? Game? I don't know what that one was. I almost had it.
Uh, you're close.
I almost had it again. No. Give me another one. All right. So, hey, there we go.
There you go. Find the Patrick Star.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that one wasn't too bad.
What do we got? Uh-huh.
Wiggly line.
Oh. It's
Can you move
probably
it
at the
side to
end of
side,
it.
or
No,
oh,
it's just at the end of it.
that's interesting.
Uh, okay, okay. Doing it. I'm doing it.
I think you're better at these puzzles than I am.
No, that was not right. Okay. Bam. All right, what we got? Did I do
There you go.
it? Okay.
That one was easy enough.
What do we got here? What? What? Huh? What? Huh? Huh? What?
Using like sonar and some kind of fluid, I guess. This is also arbitrarily weird.
Is it? Oh, wait, those are the points, right? That's what it's doing? There we go. Okay. I see.
Okay,
Interesting.
that one was interesting.
Paper?
Plastic? Maybe the A in paper? Oh, that's weird. It's interesting, but it's weird.
It's just under the paper, okay. What are you, asteroids? It's just break everything.
That sounds easy enough.
I did it. Cube.
Fake 3D stuff, or maybe even real 3D.
Bam. What a hard level. I had to hold down the click.
Which, sadly enough, probably took them way longer to develop than some of these, or
What?
whoever the developer was.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to do the corner. The 5 edges. I did it.
Easy enough.
What are you?
Apparently, a really quick 52 card pickup.
Apparently. Oh, another 3D one. Oh, this is what's that one game called? This is like that.
Like,
You,
don't
you know what I'm
like
talking
cut out.
about?
Yeah,
You
we
got,
have to like expose a picture by cutting out sections of the
yeah,
map.
yeah, yeah. It's like that. It just says
Interesting.
this game gets a star.
And if it touches the edge, then you have to start from the very beginning.
If it touches me, I have to start from the beginning.
Like that.
I'm so close.
I expected more of things like this in this game.
Ah.
Careful. 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 Careful.
Oh no! I couldn't avoid that
One's
one. All right, we're done. What do we got?
Zowee says this game gets a star.
Yeah, there's another favorite I have that is a really interesting one, so we'll do it. This is
Oh,
not
I've
this
seen
is not one I played as a kid.
The Rose and Camilla one?
Yeah, I did not play this as a kid, but it's kind of funny.
Are you just like bitch slapping each other?
Yeah. I'll skip the story, we got it.
Okay.
Okay, so...
How dare you? How dare you? So you have to dodge a slap while hitting them with the slap?
It is actually very much kind of like Punch-Out.
It's a little bit simpler than Punch-Out, I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's a flash game, yeah.
This definitely seems like a game they can make in an afternoon.
I'm just beating up this girl. I shouldn't say that on stream, probably, but...
In context, it makes sense. I didn't really beat anyone.
I was definitely saying that last stage made him think of where you fence out the... Yeah. That's what I was trying to think. I can't remember what it's called.
The funny thing is like, we saw, like, apparently it was an arcade game, but it was, like, it was one of those ones where, for, like, yeah, like, there's little things floating around on the screen, you had to, like, cut off sections without getting touched by it.
Yeah.
And it ended up being, like, a more pornographic game, because, like, it was just a naked person underneath the...
I mean, the ones I played were not, but...
Yeah, the one that, like... the weird thing for me about that one it was an arcade game. People put quarters in a machine to play that game in a public space.
Yeah. Also, the plot is just, this is, like, the wife and heir, but the other people don't like that. Because she was poor.
But how dare a poor woman how dare a poor woman join our family?
Kinda.
Oh, she got you good that time.
Come on. It doesn't. It's really hard to play sometimes. This is a game that would probably work better as a mobile game.
Yeah. Flash games, the mobile games of the early 2000s.
Kinda. I would say mobile games did kind of replace Flash games in the general.
They did. One interesting thing that I found out about, because I watched a video on YouTube, it was a documentary on Tencent, and they're saying the reason, probably one of the biggest driving forces of... Did her neck, like, spin all the way around?
Yeah, it probably killed her. The daughters of the house grovel before me. Your husband does not enter this, Shizuka. This is battle between women. Indeed it is. As a housekeeper, I've been watching you, however...
The housekeeper just crawls on the ceiling?
Yeah. There she is. Prepare thyself.
Yeah, I also played, like, I guess I should say non-pornographic ones of, like, the, cutting out corners of the level thing, yeah. But it was just one that, like, stuck out to me of just, like, this was an arcade game that people played.
I learned a lot about, like, weird pornographic versions of stuff. Like, yeah, NES had, like, a whole black market... Oh, shit, I died. A whole black market of that.
Yeah, that doesn't really surprise me.
So you have to restart after that, so...
That's an interesting little Flash game. But anyways, was it the game I was talking about before we went on that whole rant?
Oh, man. I don't remember.
Somebody crossover Contra with Super Mario Brothers?
Oh, not just that. Don't worry. Oh, please work. Come on. There we go.
Is this just like all of the... Oh, that Tencent. That.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So in it, what they're saying is whenever Tencent, like, because they had a bunch of games on, like, their marketplace, and apparently... Oh. Yep, this is just all of the Nintendo games. Possibly even more than Nintendo, but anyways, they had a bunch of games on their marketplace, and apparently piracy was, like, a really big problem. Like, okay, so people like our games, they just don't want to pay for them. How about we just make them free to play, make it to where we have to buy things in the game? And so, like, they became one of the biggest driving forces to freemium games. And so if it becomes one of those things, like, if you really hate those games that are free to play, but, like, has, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars that you can buy in microtransactions, blame Tencent, blame China.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, yeah, this is
Yep, this is copyright infringement, the game. Also, apparently Samus is the same thing as Kid Icarus?
yeah, you can be Pit. They have slight differences, but they're basically...
So what happens in... Okay, nothing.
No, I have, like, powered up stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because this feels Yeah, I want to say this feels like the original NES version of Samus.
Yeah. I have that now. Which one was that?
I was gonna say that I remember the Super Metroid being more detailed than this one.
I think this might be the Game Boy one, actually. Ooh,
Maybe.
W. Ooh, Wave Beam. Oh, there we go. I have missiles. That's what it was.
Missiles.
Alright, C is missile. This is one I played a lot. Back when I did Let's Plays, I had I had a whole Let's Play of this. So that should
Back in your
should,
private channel that you used to make before you joined up with us.
I mean that I stopped making that long before. Wee. Yeah, this is definitely what I
This is a really cool idea that they had, but this feels like copy infringement the game now.
It super is. It I mean, like, I could be Tank. I could be Tetris Tank.
Yeah, this is definitely interesting. Kind of does like that whole what if.
Mm-hmm. Pew pew pew.
So one thing I'm kind of curious about is if they have another game called You Only Live Once. I don't know if you ever played that one
on
or not.
Flash. I do know that one. I have to check. There's a chance I played it already, which, you know,
right,
kind of defeats that.
If you played it already, yeah. Well, I don't know if it has like the whole thing because, like, in order to, in case you have played that, and Safoon doesn't know about it, I should say You Only Live Once is a game where you only have one life, and if you die, that's it. Like, if you try to reload the game back up, it just, like, shows a gravesite. And the only way to play that game again after you've beaten it is to, like, clear out your internet history. So with an internet archive, I don't know if you can, like, clear out the history to play it again to try to beat said game. But, like, yeah, you literally only have one life, and if you screw up, you're just done with the game.
Yeah, I'll check for it, for sure.
But I know that was, like, one of the newer Flash games around. Maybe one of these days you could check out, like, see if they have, like, another one that I thought was interesting. It was just a point-and-click game, was a point-and-click game called Alice is Dead.
Oh, I was trying to save that with Jiraiya, because I thought it was based off another series.
Yeah, Alice is Dead was a really cool series. At one point in time, one of the most popular songs ever made on Newgrounds is on there, which was made for that game.
You know, I'll be Kid.
I'm not sure if I recognize this property.
This is Zelda.
With a baseball cap?
It's BS Legend of Zelda, which was a Japanese exclusive
okay.
thing for the Famicom. What was it called? Famicom Stellaview, which was an online extension you could get for your Famicom and play exclusive games.
Interesting.
And it would be streamed to you. Like, if you played it, you could only play it during a certain time.
So this is like a weird GeForce Now thing for the original Nintendo.
Yeah, kinda.
That's interesting. I'm
Yeah.
sure it failed, but considering the time
It
period,
did decent, actually. One of the crazy things, you could... Some of them had, like, a radio play and, like, voiceovers for the Famicom.
That is interesting. Which, voiceovers weren't exactly the best for the sound card in a Famicom.
No, but,
Yeah, I learned something today then.
Yeah, I might look into... I don't know if they're archived very well. I think, like, the game itself is there. Or, I'm sorry, it wasn't Famicom. It was Super Famicom.
Right.
Slightly more realistic,
Still impressive, though.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, if I remember correctly, the very first, like, online marketplace was on the Sega, it was either Sega Genesis or the Sega Master System.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that also was one of those things they didn't do very well because, most people couldn't afford the internet to run it at the time. Yeah. And, like, having an online marketplace just seemed like, something that no one would really use in, 1991?
I mean, people talk about the Dreamcast also. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, which is Dreamcast was newer. I still remember the days whenever, during the PS3, Xbox 360 launch, a lot of people were really worried about the PS3 because they're asking, like, is this just, like, because of how expensive the Dreamcast is this just going to, or no, how expensive the PS3 is on launch, is this just going to be another Dreamcast, a Dreamcast 2.0 is what they were calling it at first, because, like, people thought because of how expensive the PS3 was going to be, it was going to sink Sony. Mm-hmm. And then it ended up being popular and, like, became, like, the whole big thing for the Microsoft versus Sony battle that we see today.
Yeah, which we know how that ended up turning out for the most part, but...
Right. It's mostly
better than Sega.
Yeah. Because, yeah, the Dreamcast very much just killed Sega. And now they just make games for third-party development. And if arguably, counting on who you ask, not very well either.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say, saying the Dreamcast killed Sega, I think is a lot. Like, a lot of things killed Sega.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that killed Sega. It's simplifying the answer, saying that the Dreamcast killed Sega. There's a lot of problems with because, like, it's not that it sold badly, but, like, it didn't sell as good as some of the other systems, and then, like, apparently it was, like, one of the easiest consoles to pirate. And so pirates were mostly buying it so they can get free games, because apparently you could just burn games onto a disc and it would play the burned game on the Dreamcast without having to mod it or anything. Which, that's what killed the Dreamcast.
Yeah, but also you gotta look at, like, also their console before that was the Saturn.
Right. Which, also not super popular. But no, I remember when the Dreamcast was new, too. This was back during the time whenever you can go to a movie rental place and, like, actually rent entire consoles. And so, like, Dry's family had rented the Dreamcast and was playing the Sonic Adventure on there. And we were going on about, like, how good it looked on the Dreamcast.
Dry was saying it looked good?
Oh, everybody did. But, like, at the time, we had never seen anything like that.
Just the idea of Dry talking positively about a Sonic game.
Keep in mind, this was a long time ago, too.
Yeah.
This was before the Xbox and PlayStation, too.
This was before Jiraiya lost his childlike whimsy.
Yes. There was still a slight amount of serotonin in Jiraiya's system at this day and time. There's still a game that I own that, actually might own the entire trilogy now that I think about it. And it's weird that I own the entire trilogy, but it's because I really like the first game. Was the Dead to Rights series, because Jiraiya refuses to play that game because of how hard that was whenever he was growing up. Which,
and it was probably pretty easy after.
Yeah, as an adult, the game is not that bad. But, because, like, there's a certain section of the game where you have to, like, disarm these bombs. And it's one of those, like, don't touch the side puzzles that you have to do to disarm the bomb. And he just could not do it as a kid, which, fair. But he refuses to pick it up even to this day. But I love that game enough as a kid that I have all 3 of the games because they made they made a sequel and then they made a reboot, which apparently the sequel is just bad. Like, apparently, like, enough so that you're actually looking for a man named MacGuffin. But the gameplay was, like, really fun of the first game, at least. And then they end up rebooting the series for the PS3, and apparently that game also flopped. So the series is just dead.
Nice.
But the funny thing is actually people talking about it nowadays. There's some people who are saying that the game, in weird ways, is way harder than it should be. So maybe it wasn't even just Dry that was saying that. But I remember, like, as a kid, my personal best was beating that game in 5 hours because that was one of the few games I would play over and over again.
Nice. Oh.
Also, because I had a GameCube and did not have a PlayStation, could not play Grand Theft Auto at that time. I played a lot of True Crime whenever I was a kid, now I think about it. Which I have both of those games, too. This game is so weird.
I love it. Especially, they updated it a lot, way past you would expect. And then they were working on, like, a spiritual successor to it, but that ended up not going very far, unfortunately.
I feel like that was one of those, like, Nintendo had to say cease and desist to it.
No, surprisingly, Nintendo never cared.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I guess this is before they got really weird about their copyright.
Yeah. But, no, they just, like... They, damn it, did as much as they wanted to do. So after they're like, alright, I'm done.
Yeah, that's fair. Especially for something that's a passion project, it's hard to justify putting too much effort into it.
Yeah. But yeah, they wanted to do a successor, but it looks like just life got in the way.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
fair.
unfortunate, but happens.
Well, like another good example of Flash series was like the Killing Spree series, which had, I think it got more than we thought, but I remember because like there was 5 of them for the longest time, and after like a 2-year hiatus, he made a 6th one, and like that 6th one is the shortest one in the series, and was just kind of like left on a cliffhanger, and then for like a good 2 or 3 years, we heard nothing from the developer, and then like it wasn't until I think last year I decided to look up into it, and like there's 8 of them now, I think.
Nice.
But because Flash is dead, it's kind of hard to watch some of them, but I think you can see them on YouTube.
I mean, they might be on here.
Yeah.
Like, I think you really are underestimating how much is on here. Like you said, 2 terabytes, basically.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the Killing Spree wasn't a game, it was an animated series.
Oh, it has those, too.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Maybe, then.
We're not gonna watch animated stuff here, obviously, but, you know. There's something so fun about just playing a game as a completely incorrect character. It's also, like, it's hard to remember. This is, in fact, in Flash. Like,
yeah?
Like, it just feels like
So
it shouldn't be.
Well, it's because it feels like very official Nintendo seeing all this, which means he either, like, somehow is able to copy out the sprites out of Nintendo games, or he just, like, painstakingly made each one of the sprites in Flash.
Yeah. I mean, even despite that, like, it feels right. Like, it feels pretty close.
Right.
And that's saying a lot, because, like, it's not like, oh, it feels kind of close to the Mario. It's like, I genuinely feel like I'm playing Samus in Mario Bros.
Right?
Oh, man. I am running out of time. There we go.
Having too much fun with it, apparently. Yeah, looking at it, I think you're right. The Samus you played before, I think that might have been like the Game Boy or Game Boy Advance, because this one definitely is the original Nintendo sprite.
Yeah.
Because I know that like after you beat it, you get Swimsuit Samus, which is what you're playing as right now.
Yeah. Good old Justin Bailey. Oop, guess all right, now I'm this one.
Yeah, that's the Super Nintendo Samus. Oh, we have a sun trying to kill you. Or not the sun. That was Super Mario Bros. 3. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess he came back and made a 7th one, is what it was.
Nice.
Like I said, the 6th one actually, was, like I said, that was like the last one for a while, which apparently it's longer than I remember it being, but like, there's like a lot of recap of the first 5 in it.
Mm-hmm.
But they did come back and make a 7th in order to like finish off the series. But like, it got to the point, because it's stick figure animations, but like, by the 6th one, like they had 3D, like it was actually at 60 frames a second during some of the animations and everything,
right.
but like it felt like just kind of hollow compared to the rest of the series, and then like it ended on a cliffhanger, and then like we're just like, okay, so like he just never made another one after that, and then it was like said about last year or so that I saw that he actually did continue and finish off the series.
Oh damn!
But
I got hit.
Goes off into just goes off into it being, you know, fan-made things, and so like they have to work and do all this other stuff in order to just survive. So they can't just be making Flash cartoons all day long.
Yeah. That's the like thing I always think about is like Flash was just great because basically a bunch of kids came together and made stuff.
Right. I think another one that I really liked that didn't get a whole lot of attention to it was probably I think it was called the Castle series, which I've never seen the first one, but they made like a whole bunch of like past 2. I think there was like 7 or 8 of them. Like there was like an hour worth of Flash cartoon of that one, which once again, as just like a little fan-made project, is a lot of content.
Right.
To animate in Flash.
Uh-oh.
Don't get hit by the hammer.
It's so hard. I'm Simon. I'm so slow. No!
On top of that, you're skeleton, Simon.
I don't have my power-ups, but we'll see. I want to beat this because I'm almost there anyways. Damn it. Do I keep my missiles at least? I don't know! I had so many. Oh no. I'm not doing so hot.
I was not expecting that sound effect for Samus dying.
Okay. Let's get bass in here.
Get some of that bass.
That's my last life too. Shit. Does it start me at 8-3 or is it gonna be 8-1? It's 8-1. Okay. Are
you gonna try to complete it?
I'm gonna. So this actually isn't only the first one. Like this isn't only Super Mario Bros.
It's like all of the Mario Brothers games.
Not all of them, but a lot of them. In fact, there's one in particular I really want to show you, and you won't know what it is. I'm almost positive you won't know what it is.
It's quite possible.
So, like, you got Lost Levels, obviously.
Right.
You ever play Super Mario Bros. Special?
No.
Oh boy. I haven't been Ryu yet.
Dry's favorite new character.
Dry has quit 2 games So to really show you something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Super Mario Bros. Special was for computers in like
Okay.
1990 something.
Like a PC exclusive thing?
Yeah, it was an official Nintendo. Zafoon's off to bed. Have a good night, Zafoon.
That was thanks for joining us. But yeah, a PC special Super Mario Brothers, I suppose.
Yeah, and like it's so weird. I have the wrong map on. I need to turn on the special like sprites. But as you can probably tell, like already the like level design is kind of weird.
Right.
Like, this isn't like traditional Mario levels.
And also not traditional Mario characters either, so there's that.
I mean, yeah. But like just some stuff you wouldn't really see in Mario. For example, this.
Just for no reason, apparently.
I think there's a pipe earlier, probably. I'm trying to. I think it only has like something weird, like 3 worlds, as well. We'll see. This
It's like
I'm not gonna
shareware game almost.
kinda. So hang on. I need to. All right.
So yeah, I guess one little fun fact. My grandma had a shareware disc that she got from a gas station, which I currently have or that I currently have on me, but it just doesn't work with modern computers. But it had like the shareware version of like the original Duke Nukem and a bunch of other like weird games.
Yeah. Also, so this is what it looked like. Also, World 1-2, I have to manually go into the pipe.
Huh.
It was
this is what
weird.
This is what PC Mario looked like then?
Yep. Yellow.
Very yellow. I mean, I guess to be fair, PC gaming has always been a kind of a weird subject.
Yeah.
Especially for developers.
It's just like so weird because again, it's like a official thing.
Right.
Oh.
And to be fair, there's also official Nintendo mobile games these days too.
I think that's a little less weird, honestly, because like,
You think so?
because thinking of like the time, because like they made this, and essentially this is like a competitor to their consoles,
Their own stuff.
Like ultimately, Nintendo does not view phones as like equivalent.
A major competitor.
Yeah, like it's just its own thing.
Right.
Also, here's Fire Flower Mario. Nice sprite color. Nice mellow yellow.
Nice kind of weird offset Luigi color. I still think it's funny that it took years for a lot of people to realize that, like, with Mario and Luigi being Italian, quote unquote, and Mario being red and Luigi being green is the colors of the Italian flag, with it being red, white, and green. And whenever you get the flower power, it turns the characters turn white, and so like they're representative of the Italian flag.
Right.
So I remember seeing a thing online about that, and a lot of people going like, "Oh my god, I never realized that before." Which kind of throws off the whole vibe of that, with them giving them yellow overalls instead of white ones.
Sponsored by Sprite, apparently. There is something weird. I don't know if it's specifically in this, but like in the actual SMB special, there are weird like power-ups based off of whatever company did it.
Huh. So it might have been like a corporative collaborative thing then.
Kinda, yeah.
Interesting.
And like I think it was a UK thing.
That's
Oh,
weird.
but I forgot. I forgot I was playing Mega Man.
Jump. God, that's
Also,
actually one game that I used to love playing as a kid was Mega Man X.
I just played that. That was pretty good. I kind of want to play the like sequels to it because like Mega Man X is pretty good, though kind of clunky.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's two different ways to do it because there's the Mega Man X collection that you can get on Steam, but also I have the Mega Man X collection for PS2, which has the first 6 games, I think is what it is. Also, I have Command Missions, which is the one of those weird games that I have nostalgia for, because the Command Missions is a turn-based game actually for Mega Man that they did for like the GameCube and PS2 era, and I had that game and I have no idea what happened to it. I don't know if like I let a friend borrow it and they never gave it back, or I lost it in a move, or what happened. But I just don't have that game anymore, so I had to buy it again for PS2 so I could try to beat that game because I was never able to beat it because that's one of those games that like the bosses get hard to a certain point, and I think as a kid grinding for turn-based games didn't really compute for me as much, especially in a Mega Man game.
Come on. Okay.
Got it. I take it this is another weird Mega Man character offshoot?
Yeah, this is Roll. She's from the Mega Man games.
I guess I don't remember her from the Mega Man games.
She's in a lot of the
it
like
might be
later
because, like,
ones.
Well, I was gonna say like maybe the later NES ones, but like
yeah,
I think Mega Man on the Super Nintendo was like mostly the nostalgia that I have for it. So
I'm gonna say she was in the X series as well, though she had a very different design.
That might be it then.
But yeah, she's in like I think Mega Man 3 and higher had her. She's usually not playable. Okay. But like she's Mega Man's sister. That's her dealio.
Interesting.
I'm gonna die. All right. All right.
Yeah, this is a weird little crossover game, though.
Yeah, I love Super Mario crossover. Yeah, we've been going for quite a while now, so.
Yeah, we're coming up on 3 hours now.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good place to end it. We'll probably do a Flash game thing again.
Yeah,
we kind of all have.
Also,
speaking of Alice of Dead, it's you'll probably have to look on this.
So yeah, I was gonna say I see Alice is Dead Chapter 1. There's 3 chapters to that game.
It probably has them. They do have a thing, where their search sucks now. If the people who make the thing specifically ask, they will remove it. So
okay.
So yeah, Alice is Dead 1. I don't know. I would have to look. I imagine there's probably a lot of them. Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
It might just be like.
Yeah, there we go. All 3.
Hold on. Okay, I don't know if it ever became a thing, but because I looked up Alice is Dead on Google, apparently they're making a thing for Steam on it.
Yeah, I saw that. They're making a new one.
Yeah.
So that's
Alice
crazy.
Dead Hearts and Diamonds.
Yeah, I saw that when I was talking about it.
To be announced, so that might be why I haven't seen anything about it.
Yeah, it's like new for sure.
Right.
But
okay, but yeah, they're on. Yeah, all 3 chapters are here.
Yeah, there's so many Flash stuff. Like I will say I probably dominated this this one in terms of like
made
games
way more games than I gave him credit for. Holy crap.
Apparently they made like 50 games. And let's see. Templar Studios. Did they just make a bunch of? Yeah.
Just made like a whole bunch of.
Random Cartoon Network and Lego. Yeah, they made more Legos. It looks like, but yeah, this was a lot of fun. We'll do more Flash games.
Yeah, we'll do more of this in the future. When exactly, I'm not sure, but at some
who knows? We'll probably like have a more official thing. This is mostly we had a low thing that I was like, it'd be funny to do for April Fools. Just play a bunch of Flash games.
Which I'm totally down. Like I have a weird nostalgia for Flash games back. Whenever back during like the N64 games whenever I had like maybe 12 games for my Super Nintendo
Mhm.
that I had already beaten and nothing else to play. And
Yeah,
so I would just wait for an hour for a Flash game to load up so I can play it for 5 minutes.
that's for sure how it goes.
Yep.
But yeah, yeah, this was a
It
lot of
was
fun.
fun.
We'll probably do it again, like I said. But until then, guys, have if you guys want to get a hold of us, we have a link tree, linktr.ee/LOIP. Give you a link to all our social medias and list medias and all that jazz. Uh, but otherwise, hey, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on another one.
All right. Bye.